At a regular meeting of the Board of Trustees, the Village of Fredonia duly called and held on the 9th day of May 2011 at 7:30 p.m. in the Trustees Room, 2nd floor, Village Hall, Fredonia, New York, and public notice of the time and place of this meeting had been given to the news media and conspicuously posted on one or more designated public locations in accordance with Section 104 of the Open Meetings Law.
Whereas members of this board present at the meeting have read the official minutes of the Board of Trustees special meeting of April 29, 2011. Now therefore be resolved that the board approves the minutes as entered in the official minutes, and be it further resolved that the reading of the minutes be dispensed with.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Reports.
We have the village clerk's bid opening report for the sale of surplus vehicles that the village no longer uses. The bid tabulations are attached to the minutes, and anybody that's interested can review them in the clerk's office. The second report is the police department report for the month of April 2011. There were 894 incidences, 141 arrests reported, 91 vehicle and traffic, and 97 parking tickets.
Busy month. Correspondence.
Correspondence dated April 18, 2011 was received from Vince Horrigan, Executive Director of the American Red Cross, requesting the use of various village streets for a 10, 25, and 50-mile bicycle tour on Saturday, June 18, 2011.
Here for when is the Attic and Cellar days?
They're the
Before we approve that.
I think that's early, George. I think it's the 3rd to the 5th. Yeah, it's the 3rd to the 5th.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't want to see us. Okay. Be further resolved, the request of Vince Horrigan, Executive Director of the American Red Cross, is hereby approved to use various villages' streets for 10, 25, and 50-mile bicycle tour on Saturday, June 18, 2011, starting 9 a.m. beginning at SUNY campus, and will include several village streets and ending at the campus, subject to direction of the police department, and on a condition that the village receive a certificate of insurance, which has been received, naming the village as an additional insured in the amount of $1 million.
Second.
all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Correspondence dated April 12, 2011 was received from Joseph Russo, Jr., founder of the RO Foundation, requesting permission to use the West Barker Common and the gazebo on Saturday, December 10, 2011 from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. for a holiday auction fundraiser to raise money to assist patients and families with costs of travel, gas, food, and lodging when unexpected emergencies happen.
Be it resolved that the request from Joseph C. Russo, Jr., founder of RO Foundation, to use West Barker Common and the gazebo on Saturday, December 10th, 2011 from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. for the holiday auction and fundraiser to raise money to assist patients and family with cost of travel when an unexpected emergency happen is hereby approved, subject to the direction of the police department, and on condition that the village receive a certificate of insurance in the amount of $1 million.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Correspondence was received from Heidi Seddon, Executive Director of the Fredonia Chamber of Commerce, requesting the use of the tourist information booth and areas surrounding the tourist information booth for the annual 20 miles of Attic and Cellar Days, June 3rd to the 5th, 2011, and to have the police department bag the meters in front of the tourist information booth.
Be it resolved that the request from Fredonia Chamber of Commerce to use the tourist information booth and surrounding area of the tourist information booth for its annual Attic and Cellar Days on June 3rd through 5th, 2011 is hereby approved, and be it further resolved that the Fredonia Police Department bag the parking meters on Main Street, Route 20, in front of the tourist information booth in connection with the annual Attic and Cellar Days.
Second.
Any questions, discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Now's the time for public portion. If anyone in the audience would like to address the committee, please state your name, your address, and make your statement.
Again with Golden Street. I was here a couple meetings ago about the public drinking in open container. And I was wondering if you found out anything about why nothing was done by the police department, considering how on May 2nd in the paper you have 16 arrests for open containers. But yet on St. Patrick's Day, you have all those people blocking the sidewalk drinking.
Right. And, you know, it's hard to go back in time and make any changes. But what I would like to do is if you'd like to set up a meeting, I can invite you to come in and we can discuss it in more detail and, you know, come up with some possible strategies for the future. There's not, you know, I can't see what we can do about the past. But
I
you're,
mean, I'm like, did you find out any? Because it seems like, you know, a blind eye was turned, period. That was it.
I did discuss it with the police chief. He wasn't, you know, really aware that that was going on. He said that, you know, St. Patrick's Day, the neighborhoods were full. I know the pubs and bars opened early, and the streets were full of people. Whether they were drinking in the streets, you know, I wasn't aware of that, and he didn't seem to be aware of that. You know, I'm not arguing the point or anything like that. I do know that there are times in the village that the bars are overflowing. And this may have been one of those cases, but at the same time, it is a village ordinance that there are no alcoholic beverages allowed on the streets. I would agree with you that if something happened that shouldn't have happened, and it's something that I would like to look at in the future, and make sure that we do, you know, have something in place to avoid that situation. And like I say, if you'd like to sit down with me sometime and discuss in more detail, I'd be more than happy to. Okay, you know, just call for an appointment and we can set up an appointment and discuss it. Okay. Thank you very much. Yes, sir.
You were gone, I asked Mr. Cerrito a question. Could I have a yes or no answer? Plain and simple. Did you look into that tree on Curtis?
The tree on Curtis.
Tree on Curtis.
The one that I complained about leaning
To the ones
towards
to
the
30
residents?
degrees.
That was the question that you posed to Rick. I didn't know
Jack.
anything about that. I'm actually serious about it.
Did you go visit that tree?
I've seen the tree.
Okay, that's all I wanna know. That's the answer to the question.
But you didn't pose that question to me, that's why I didn't know what you were talking about, but he'll answer the question for you.
I looked at the tree. I gave it to our tree service to take a look at, and also Asplin was doing trimming for National Grid if there were any wires involved, and I'm waiting for opinion from both of them as to what to do next.
They were over.
That's all I thought about that. That's took care of it.
Sweet.
Thanks, Jack.
Thank you.
But could you tell me your name?
Mark Inwood.
Mark.
Thank you.
Would anyone else like to address the committee tonight? Okay. Let's go into resolutions.
Be resolved that the sale of a 1996 Chevy pickup truck VIN 1G Charles Sam 19XXTK220025 to John Carpenter for the sum of $325 is hereby approved. Said vehicle is sold as is conditioned.
Second.
Any discussions? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Resolved.
Be resolved that the sale of a 2003 Ford Crown Victoria VIN number 2 Frank Apple Frank Hall 71W53X112550 to Ed Paluk, Fredonia, New York for the sum of $417 is hereby approved. Said vehicle is to be sold as is condition.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Moved.
Be resolved that the sale of a 2003 Ford Crown Vic VIN number 2FAHP71W03X213830 to Ed Paluk, Fredonia as well. Fredonia, New York for the sum of $351.60 is hereby approved. Said vehicle is sold as is condition.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Resolved.
Be resolved that the sale of a 2004 Ford Crown Vic VIN 2 Frank Abel Henry Paul 71 William 84 X-ray 172008 to John Orazio, Dunkirk, New York for the sum of $1,075 is hereby approved, and said vehicle is sold as is condition.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Resolved.
Be resolved that the sale of a 2006 Crown Vic VIN numbers 2FAHP71W76X 106682 to Richard Laporta, Orchard, New York, Orchard Park, New York, for the sum of $1,200 or $1,201 is hereby approved, and said vehicle is sold in as-is condition.
Second.
Any discussion?
Nope.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Be it resolved that the sale of a 2006 Ford Crown Vic VIN 2FA HP 71W56X106681 to Richard Laporta, Orchard Park, for the sum of $2,351 is hereby approved, and said vehicle is sold in as-is condition.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Resolved.
Be it resolved that the training request of Jack Boland, Superintendent of the Public Works, to attend the 2011 Annual Highway School of Superintendents in Ithaca, New York, from June 6th through the 8th, 2011, is hereby approved at a cost not to exceed $440. This conference is sponsored by the Cornell University and New York State Association of Towns.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Approved.
Be it resolved that the training request Lawrence Barter to attend the 2001 Fire Industry Rescue and EMS Expo in Verona, New York, June 15th through the 18th, 2011, is hereby approved at a cost not to exceed $500. This conference is sponsored by New York State Association of Fire Chiefs.
Second.
Any discussion?
Nope.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Resolved. Any other business for the board?
I just want to put out there that if anybody has any information on any graffiti that has been sprayed downtown through the business areas and all over any of the areas downtown, any information would be very beneficial to us, and you can let us know. Keep your eyes out. Any suspicious activity, please give us a call or give the police department a call. Trying to keep downtown nice and neat and clean. We don't need any graffiti down there. We'd appreciate any help we can get to clean up the mess.
And I'd like to bring up that we did, the Village of Fredonia's water treatment plant did take first place in the annual Taste of Chautauqua County Water this year. So something to be proud of. Anything else anyone would like to add? Would anybody like to move or?
I make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? Thank you very much.